What's good, y'all? So, today we's gonna be doing basically, instead of fucking riding, is gonna be working on the four-wheelers, because right now the KLX is missing, the mini bike clutch needs to be replaced, and the TTR is the only one working right now, and the TRX has got some wiring problems. So, basically, to give y'all backstory before I do this, I bought her. She had two pod lights here that were wired into the, fuck, you can't really see that, but the headlight, fucking controls there, and also wired into there, and the key switch. And they also had a, jumper wire going straight from the positive battery terminal all the way along to the key switch. So, sorry they were turning on. But I decided to take those off because we didn't have the actual OEM headlight. That wasn't working at all. They didn't have a bulb or nothing. But basically, you turn the key switch on, those came straight on, so it's kind of annoying as hell. On top of that, any bump you hit, them bitches turned off. You hit another bump, they turn back on. You hit another bump, they turn back off. So, you know, pulled them off. Pulled them out of the fuck-ass wiring. And of course, you can't buy the headlight sockets, wire harnesses from the four-wheeler to the headlight, so I had to do a fuck ton of different stuff for that, and I finally got something that works. And on top of that, after I took the pod lights out and took the jump cable from jumping the starter solenoid off, now when you turn the key switch, you don't get any lights up here, nothing, you can't start her or nothing. So I was like, okay, what the fuck? I got told by some people it was this fuse. Give me a half second here. So basically, I got told by a lot of people it was this, or a lot of YouTube videos and shit, is this fucking fuse here, you replace that, boom, bam, shalom, you're good. But that wasn't the case. So I got it in and did some more testing with a buddy, and it turns out it's probably the CDI box that usually sits right there. So I was like, alright, we'll go ahead and get a new CDI box. We ended up getting a new whole wire harness. So we've got a whole new wire harness, whole new CDI box, rectifier, ignition coil, and starter solenoid. So we can replace this one. That probably isn't working, I don't know. But that's what we're going to be doing today. Just replacing that shit. So I'm going to start off and just start stripping down the plastics, and we'll get into it. Alright, guys. So he's gonna start going with the electrical a little bit, since we need to take the starter solenoid off to pull the rest of the plastic all the way off. So basically, he's gonna pull up these two little tabs and get some light on it so you can see it. And we're gonna. Alright, so basically we need to take the starter solenoid off to take the rest of the plastic off. So basically, see, we gotta take those two little bolts off, and then we'll plug her from them two, I'm pretty sure.
Thought a nigga said something. G-Block, all we know is red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum.
These at workatcanes.com.
Alright, so then this is the wire from the starter solenoid. We're going to follow the, see it. This one, I'm going to follow it down. It goes right to them two plugs. So we're going to unplug them and get it out.
I got my niggas screaming, let's go, and they crack.
There you go. Starter solenoid. Nice cars. Take one with me. Alright. So basically, comes out here yonder. We'll go start disconnecting all these. So these would be, alright, this would be the CDI box. That's the key switch. Probably, so, figure it all out. Let's get the fucking everything out. Alright, y'all. So, we got the OEM wire harness from Babbitt's Parts, and then all the other parts over yonder from Amazon on that thing. So, we're gonna start rolling, unplugging, and kind of making sure we actually plug them all back in the right spots, I guess. Alright, Yances. So, basically, you unplug this little positive cord piece from that part on the wire harness, and you get that little extra piece there yonder, which we'll plug in later. And then I guess we'll start unclipping everything, getting it all out. Alright, guys. So basically, we got this connected here. This disconnected here. And let's see if we can do some shit like this. Yeah, we're gonna be holding it anyways. So, point being, this one and these two wires and this green plug, I guess, go down to the engine stuff there. So you need to pull this one off the top, but not this one. So right in here, can't really see it, but right in there, there's a little pin there, and you lift that tab up or just away from the metal, and you can pull it straight off. It'll come off easy. And then you disconnect them two little things. Disconnect that from the rectifier, and I guess we'll disconnect this as well. So ground, and we should be able to get it off. We shall see. Alright, young, so before the camera died the other night, I left off on the part of the back half of the wire harness. So, basically, if you look right here, the purple plug here, you can see that, just kind of comes off the back brake light. You pull that up and push it straight down. Comes right off. And the green wire over here, down here, plugs into, look if you can see it. Oh, I'm dumb as fuck. Right here. So, this one, just like that other one, you pull a little tab, if we can see it here, you pull that little tab, I think, back this way, towards the plug, or whichever way is away from the metal, pull it straight off the metal, and then you do the lift up on that little tab there. Oh god, you can see anything. That little tab there, you lift up, pull the other plug out. So, he's gonna move the rest of the harness, which means right now we'll first, I guess, pull off the wires off the back of the coil and go from there. But like, yeah, okay. Basically, with the little fucking black clips here, these little black clips here, they're gonna come on this side, and there we go. Basically, in this little part, that's the kind of receiving end. You pry it up on that bit, and it should just pop kind of out pretty easily. Black. Alright, so then we do the same as all the others. Put that little clip And when you actually have your CDI box still there, it'll be the same with these two little, look if you can see, these two little plugs there yonder. But let me see if we move you up right here somewhere. Alright, and then we're going to take this clip, do the normal thing, we're just going to pull that pin up and pull her out that way. And this one would be the only weird different one. Basically this one, we're just finna pull it out, just like a little plug right there, and all the rest should be generally on this same kind of clip. But I will come back if they're not. Alright, yeah, and so it looks like you have an extra green over yonder here. And that one plugs in to this little green here. But I'm not going to be sure exactly on how to tell which green is which. Not totally sure, but we're definitely going to figure that out. We'll see. Get it to work one way or another.
Where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Pay attention.
Using a Clorox disinfecting wipe to clean that stuck-on sauce from the stove feels like...
Okay, I'll get back to you with that exactly, but basically the other thing I wanted to show was just right in here, there's one more of these little kind of pin clips. You just gotta get that out, and then you should be able to slide the whole things down out that way. Perfect. Alright, guys. So I got the wire harness off there. Now I'm thinking I'm going to start putting all the new parts on and then get this put on. But at least start with taking the coil off, because that should make it easier feeding it up through there.